Welcome everybody to the Floyd County Board of Supervisors meeting for April 24th, starting at 9 o'clock. First item on the agenda is to approve the agenda.
I'll move to approve the agenda as presented.
Okay,
Second.
all right. Moved and approved. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Second on the agenda is public comment, and again, we have, okay, we welcome you. Okay, on to third, review/action regarding approval of April 10th, 2018 meeting minutes. And we had them in the packet.
I would move to approve.
Okay.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a first and second. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Next is item 4, review/action regarding approval of claims. I know we've been going through these.
And I would move to approve the claims as presented, including the handwritten.
Okay,
Second it.
all right. First and seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Item 5, review/action, this is a big one, okay, so regarding the publication of notice of a construction permit application for a 2,508 head deep pit swine finisher confinement building at an existing swine confinement facility for 1,999.20 animal unit, and in parentheses, that's 4,998 head of finishing swine. Confinement feeding operation for Powersville site / McCandless Family Pork LLC in section 26 of Pleasant Grove Township, and setting the date and time for a public hearing, date and time for same. So we've all had this sent to us, we've all had the ability to see it. Is there any other discussion then, Gloria, on this that we need to have right at this time, other than setting the public hearing and following our process?
Yeah, because of the resolutions that you have, I have gathered that there are 38 parcels in the 1 mile radius. But some of them are duplicate ownership, so there will be 30 letters
Okay,
that will be sent out to any property owners in a 1 mile radius per your ordinance. And your ordinance requires that a letter sent by certified mail
right,
to the applicant and the person named, the property owner and the applicant. So that's your ordinance 1417.
right, that's exactly.
It's actually a resolution, isn't it?
I'm sorry, resolution.
Yes, resolution.
Yeah. And then also there are the 3 questions, or 3 master matrix questions regarding the wellheads, and I did happen to look at the scoring in the matrix, and number 19 happens to be one, the truck turnaround that they did score points on. Number 7 and number 44 they didn't score points on, but
Okay.
number 19 is. So included with the certified letter will be I've got a copy of, I'll send a copy of this that shows their wellhead requirements also.
Right,
So the truck turnaround issue that there can't be in that area of the wellhead.
okay,
So that will go in the certified letter to
Right.
the 2 certified letters
Yep.
as well.
okay, good.
Per the information, notice has to be in the paper within 14 days of the date of receiving this, which we received at April 19th. And so May 3rd is the date that it has to be, per the letter in your packet, that it has to be in the newspaper having general circulation in the county no later than May 3rd. And then the hearing is, must be received, your recommendation, if it has to be received by the DNR by May 21st.
I was reading that. Yeah, as long as we're following, like I said, what we put forth in our resolution. Let's see, has Jeff Sherman gone there?
I was just gonna ask that question.
Because I know
We
he was
scored
here
it.
the other day and we talked about it, so,
He was gonna come up with the meeting, maybe he forgot.
because I think it'd be a good idea, you know, if we can hear, you know, if he has gone out there and taken
He's-
a look at
I gave him a copy of it.
it. Right,
So here's a copy that I just emailed, you know, last week I emailed you segments of it. And then the original one will put on the counter with the notice, so that if anybody wants to.
wants to come and
Was
take a
this
look
part
at
of
it.
that email too? There were 3 different pieces. Was this resolution in there too?
In your email?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You mean the one that goes out to certified?
Well, in that packet that you sent the other day,
No.
which I can't open.
No,
This
no,
was not in there. Okay.
no. That, I just made it so I
This is
have
a
a copy that I
reminder.
could send with the certified.
Yeah, this is over
Right.
the charger on the wellhead.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And here's the other resolution that says who it has to be mailed to.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah, thank you,
Yes.
Madam Chair. So it is our responsibility as the board to ensure that the matrix is scored correctly. And so I'm fine with assigning Jeff Sherman to take all the measurements and make sure and report back to the board
right.
as soon as possible, because of the timeliness of this, this is.
It's right around the corner.
Very quickly.
It is.
So
Right.
if he could get to that soon, so we could receive it back.
Right.
And,
Well, in fact, after this meeting, I'll go down, because I'm sure he's here, I tried to catch him earlier. But anyway, I'll go down and mention it to him,
Thank you.
and make sure that that gets done.
Same thing, I stopped down there yesterday, and he was already here, he was out someplace, but
Okay. All right, so we need to set the date and time for the public hearing.
Doesn't jive real well with
Well, we can always hold a special
yeah.
meeting. I mean, if we need to.
Unless you wanted to it as soon as May 8th, but that doesn't give you a lot of time.
No,
that would not be a proper time to, with the letter being sent out.
No.
These are just some of the complications that the master matrix
I agree.
provides to boards of supervisors. The timeliness of this issue is the requirements to meet these, the time standards set by the law, make it very hard on board of supervisors. As you can see, we have to send the sanitarian out, do a study, we have to send letters out to people, we have to set a day and hold a hearing by the 21st. So, is that the last possible date it could be?
That, per their letter it is.
Would that
So it's
be-
gotta be before that.
Your recommendation and matrix score must be received by the DNR no later than May 21st.
I know one,
30 days after DNR received the application.
so
May
do we usually,
21st?
excuse me, no, Chair?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Would you expect we'd have a Board of Supervisors workshop anyway on that,
14?
on this 20, no, on the 21st?
Okay.
Preceding the whole meeting, or am I looking at that wrong?
No, that's right, I mean, we could, yeah, absolutely.
They've accepted your recommendations by email in the past, so that would be a good time to do.
And again, I mean, we could make that a special meeting,
Then you could make that into a board meeting where we could take action.
absolutely.
I would suggest that giving us the most possible time
Okay.
that we can have to review the application.
Okay, May 21st.
And
9:15 or
9:30, whatever.
Okay. Why don't we go ahead and say, let's do 9:30.
Okay, make that motion to set the public hearing for the mechanics master matrix application at 9:30 on May 21st. And board meeting.
Okay.
Second.
Second. First and seconded. Okay, so we have the recommendation for the public hearing to be set for May 21st at 9:30. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Now, was there another date and time? That's the only one, right? Correct?
I just have to have the notice that's prescribed in there, this notice in the paper by May 3rd.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so with that, we'll move on to the next item, which is review action for liquor license application for Derailed Corporation at 1406 Highway 218 North, Floyd, Iowa. So this will be at the sale
barn, yeah.
sale barn, and you did provide us a copy of this, so is everything in order?
Everything is in order. This one's a renewal.
Mhm.
Everything's good on this one.
Okay.
I would move to approve the liquor license application for Derailed Corporation.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. All right, the next item on our agenda is review action regarding setting the date and time for the fiscal year 18 county budget amendment. We talked about this yesterday. Did we have any more information come in?
I haven't had time
Okay.
to look at anything else. I think it should be limited to the departments we talked about yesterday.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so with that, what date would fit best? You said, you were talking about later in May.
My preference would be May 22nd, just because of the 10 and 20 day requirement for notices and time to get it in the state farms and published in the newspaper.
Okay.
So if you, 22nd might be a good day for that, or if you want to do it 21st, since you're having
You're,
a day, whichever.
you're gonna have a special meeting that day.
Either way, you'd have a meeting either day, so whichever your preference.
Well, what would you prefer?
Yeah, okay, I would move that we would set the date for the county budget amendment on May 21st, the day of the special meeting.
Want it 9:15?
Yep.
Since our other one's at 9:30?
The other one's at 9:30, 9:15.
Okay.
Second.
All right, motion made and seconded to have it on May 21st at 9:15. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. All right, next on the agenda, review action regarding setting date and time of canvass of the May 1st special election.
Can't wait that long for this one.
Yeah. So it's gotta be right after that, right?
Yeah, hearing's May 1st. They, absentee ballots are required to be postmarked the Monday before the election, received by noon on May 7th. So you could do May 8th, or you could do the afternoon on May 1st.
So, a question. Are those requirements the same for a bond referendum as they are for an election?
That part is, some things are different, but that's the same.
That's a good question, because I've been
Yeah.
seeing what the differences too are, and it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
good
election
to point
hours
out.
we talked about, those are 1 hour less than the
Different.
election. So are some things that are different, but, yeah.
I'm
So
sorry,
May 8th?
I would say May 8th is probably the
Big
best,
deal, yeah.
just to go ahead and make sure that we have a chance to close it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I would move that we would set the canvass for the special election on May 8th.
Madam Chair, could you rephrase the motion to?
That's a,
Canvas.
To state the date to the bond referendum. It's not a special election.
okay,
It's the canvas of the special election for the
the
bond.
canvass of the special election / bond referendum on May 8th at 9:15.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion for May 8th at 9:15 to do the canvass of the bond referendum. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. All right, next on our agenda. We need Dusty for this. Review / action on health / dental rates for secondary roads for July 1st through December 31st of 2018 / special open enrollment option.
Yeah, you don't need Dusty.
We don't
for
need
this
Dusty,
one, no.
okay. All right.
This is if you,
Okay.
here's a memo that I put out, that if this is okay with you, I put this memo out. So the first paragraph there just reads that in November of 17, you set the rates for the regular non-union employees and the bargaining unit employees, secondary roads at the 80-20. We hadn't started those union negotiations yet. It was after that time that there was a proposed agreement between the two parties to take the insurance off of the contract for secondary roads, and that those employees would get the same health insurance plan as the regular county employees. And so this is, what was said in November was the 80-20 rates for single and family. This sets them at the single, they pay 0 on a single, county pays 100%, and 25.75 for the family plan.
And again, this is for the contract starting July 1st, 2018.
Yes, we're required to give 60 days notice before the change in the plan. So if we sent this notice out, it gives them a little more than 60 days notice, and they can enroll between June 1st and June 25th. So we've got time in there after that to get them in the system if they are adding any members, making any changes to that plan.
So really, at this point then, on this memorandum, you're just looking for us then to approve the dates, the
No.
open enrollment?
The rates.
The rates, okay. Okay.
The rates were approved at this back in December, and needed to approve these rates on the right side
Right.
here. And then, in the first paragraph, the last sentence, I got at today's board meeting, the board modified the rates for the secondary roads union employees effective July 1, 2018, and directed the auditor to send timely notice to affected employees regarding a special employment period. If your motion could reflect something like that, and then I would include these rates in that motion.
So do we have a motion then to
I
approve the
move to
rates?
approve these health and dental rates for secondary roads for July 1st through December 31st, 2018, special enrollment option.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what we've got here is what you're looking for to.
Right.
Yeah, perfect, about everything.
Second.
All right, so we have a first and second on accepting the new rate of enrollments for the secondary roads union contract. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, so you have what you need then,
Yep.
Gloria, okay.
Thank you.
All right. Next item on the agenda is review/action on 2018 wages for summer help for the secondary road department.
Dynasty.
Okay.
County Commissioner's office.
Hey Martha, is Dusty in?
He's not, I think Dwayne's planning to come up in his place.
Okay, we're ready.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Did you want us to inform Jeff or you about the?
Yes, okay, so we'll go back to one of our items, Jeff, since you're here. Because I was gonna come down and see you afterwards. So this is in regards to the notice of construction permit application for the new hall confinement that's going up. For McCandless, right, at Powersville. And so our question to you is, I know that you had received a copy because we talked about it the other day when I was here. Have you been to the site or? were
Not
you
yet,
planning
I was
on going?
waiting for you guys.
Okay. And again, since it's on a kind of a tight time frame, what we did is we set the date and time for the public hearing today, so we would like to have you go out and you know,
Yep.
provide that information back to us on what you find.
Yeah, and I didn't know if anybody wanted to go out or with
When will you
me
be
or,
doing that?
That was,
huh?
Just let us know when you go out.
Okay,
Iowa law does allow board of supervisors to go with you.
I think it'd be great if one of us would, yeah, so I would highly recommend, yeah, just let us know.
okay.
Okay,
It'll probably be this week, so,
all right,
so I get it done.
sounds good. Okay, and you're here for Dusty?
Yes.
Okay, so again, we are now, thank you, back on item 10, which is review action of 2018 wages for summer help for the secondary road department.
Okay, he had talked about keeping it more similar to what it had been in the past. We had one applicant so far, and that was yesterday. This is the wages, I believe that.
But again, are they the same issue as in the last year? They
And
went up?
moved them up a quarter.
Oh, okay,
I don't think that
right,
was,
okay.
he just sent that out, there was no packet.
And out.
No, there
There-
wasn't.
I didn't see anything.
I guess, so we just need to have a motion made then to approve the wages.
I'd move to approve the wages for the summer wages for 2018 in the engineers firm.
Okay.
Second.
All right, we have a motion made and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
I,
Thank you.
Did you
Aye.
say aye? Motion passed, all right. On to item 11, review county engineering spreadsheets, which you have provided.
Yeah, and he wanted to visit with you guys on that on his own. I would feel uncomfortable dealing with that. I think that's something that he should follow up, so he asked that you would maybe table that and move on to the next.
Okay, we can
Talk
do
about
that. Yeah, as long as it's nothing obviously
Yeah.
critical that he needed to go through with us based on timing.
No, there is nothing in there as far as timing that I knew of.
So if we table this till our next
Next meeting.
meeting, okay.
May
May 8th, all right. Okay, we'll go ahead and table that.
8th. Are you doing a motion to table or?
All right, I will make a motion to go ahead and table then the review of the county engineering spreadsheets till May
Second?
8th. Okay,
I'm sorry.
any other further discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, that has been tabled. Item 12 is discussion with county engineer regarding secondary road activities.
We had taken bids prior to the last meeting for a box culvert, 2 single runs, and Peterson Contractors was the low bidder and the only bidder on that, at $126,000. That was to provide and put in place. We would do the excavation and help place that in and backfill. So here's the bids for that. I believe you actually accepted that last week, just the signatures are required, so I'll see for that. And then their bonds, same thing, there's the yellow stickies that are with those. That's just a signature required.
Okay, here you go.
Is that PTI? Is that the same as PTI?
PCI, Peterson
Okay.
Contractors.
Okay. I'm just looking at the last and then it's so PTI.
Last week, I was fortunate enough to be out of town, but they were out, I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They poured pushing snow, box culverts, they poured those on Monday and Friday. And just some general routine maintenance in the shop. Kind of, hopefully winter's done.
We all
Sorry
hope
you missed
winter is
it.
done.
Yeah, no kidding. But, yeah, so now the roads are a little soft. They're all blading today, trying to get the roads back into shape, hoping things dry up a little bit. The roads are soft. They're gonna do spot rocking if they can. By doing that, sometimes you cause more problems than you do good. So as long as, wait till the roads get a little better before they put the rock down, so. We've gotten just a couple calls.
I did get a couple calls, and in one of them, I went out there and the plow had been by and they were trying to plow it that high and so it was,
Well,
to try to
I
keep from
could-
putting all the rock in the ditch
Yeah,
and.
I'd received a call too, but I talked to Dusty about
Sure.
it, so he's fully aware.
Yeah.
And what we've done in the past, and it's kind of our normal routine, we'll take notes, make sure we get addresses,
Right,
that we can address them when they come in, and then
Right.
as soon as we can, we will address them, so.
okay.
If you do get something, please let them call or let us know who they are.
Have you
Yep.
had any?
Yes, I did have one yesterday.
So, yeah, just let us know so we can do something.
Okay,
Other than that, it's just a simple routine yet. As soon as things dry, we'll get going with that and the grading, so.
okay,
Any questions? Okay.
that's it. All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate it.
Good.
All right, no other discussions? Item 13.
Move to adjourn.
Seconded?
All right, we are adjourned.